Alright, man, I'm going to do a quick video on how to replace an alternator on a Dodge Caliber. This is a 2009. Reason I'm doing that is because I just had to replace it, and I watched a couple videos on YouTube and they were good, but I found that I had to do a couple extra things that they were not showing on the video. One guy was actually, he took the motor mounts off and he lowered the motor to get that alternator off, and you do not have to do that. Okay, don't do that. It's not a hard job. It'll take you a few hours, but it'll go by quicker than what you think. So anyway, first thing, remove this, disconnect your positive battery cable. Take that off. Whatever you do, don't touch the frame, because if you do, if you got a wrench and you touch the frame with that, you're gonna do what I did, and I sparked it. Somewhere I blew a fuse, and I don't know how I fixed it, but I did. But anyway, yeah, make sure you don't touch like an idiot. Okay, so take this off, 10 millimeter. Now you got that. Jack it up. Jack up the front end. Right down here underneath in the front and the middle. Take your tire off. Behind the tire, there's a black plastic. It's got about 4 little rivets that hold that on. Take out at least 3 so you can bend that plastic and the wheel well. Bend it over, bend it out of the way. Okay? Because you're going to be able, you got to get down there, and you'll have enough room once you do that. Okay, now the reason I had to change the alternator, man, is because this thing was making an ungodly amount of, dude, it was sounded like a freight train. Couldn't figure it out. Come to find out, there's a pulley on the alternator, and it's got a clutch in it with bearings. They started making them for a lot of cars, and they're junk. So this car's only got 57 on it, and it went bad. Instead of replacing the pulley, I just got a brand new alternator on eBay with a brand new pulley for 90 bucks. Okay, you may as well spend another 30, get an alternator with the pulley instead of buying the pulley. May as well just replace the alternator with it. Okay, so you got the tire off, you got the plastic underneath the wheel well, you got that out of your way. Crawl underneath there, have a work light. There's 2 wires. There's a plug on the alternator, unplug it, and there's the battery cable wire that goes down there. I think it's a 10 millimeter. Just take that off while the alternator is still attached. You got 2 wires on the alternator, take those off. The air compressor is right down there on the bottom. There's a wire that plugs into that. Unplug that. Okay? Excuse me. Now, right underneath the alternator is a pulley right here, 16 millimeter. Now leave the belt on, take a 16 millimeter wrench and just get the bolt that holds that pulley, get it loose while the belt's still on, and then once you get everything going, you're going to take that belt off with it. There's a tensioner down there, it's 16 millimeter. All you do is put a wrench on that and you turn it, and then the belt comes off. Then you can take that pulley off. Just unscrew it, it's right in front of your face. Take the pulley off. Once that's done, you take the belt off. Okay, just get that out of your way. I'll show you how to get that on in a minute. Okay, now, excuse me, I got a runny nose. Next thing, you got 2 bolts holding the alternator on. You got one on the bottom, one on the top. Okay, I think they are 13 millimeter. So get down there, and all you do, like I say, put a wrench on both sides. You got to just undo the 2 bolts. The other one is right here on top, the other one's on the bottom. So you get underneath the car, you get the one up here from the top, you get the other one from the bottom. Then there's the compressor, air conditioner compressor. If you have a car that you don't have an air conditioner and it doesn't work and you don't give a shit about it, then the hell with it. I mean, you can cut the lines down there and yank that damn thing out of your way if you want. Just tear it all out. There's 3-4 bolts. that hold that air compressor on down there. Loosen them up. Okay, the air compressor is going to hang, but unfortunately, what nobody shows you on any of the other videos, there's 2 lines that go to the dryer, which is right down underneath here. You'll see it from underneath when you peel back that plastic. Okay, 2 lines from the air compressor go to that, and I didn't want to yank on that too much because you don't want to break that or you're going to break your air conditioner. So down underneath there's 2 bolts that hold that dryer against the firewall. Down there, you'll see it. Take those 2 bolts out. The upper bolt goes all the way until it hits this guy down over here. So it's sort of hard to get out. Not real hard, but you're bumping up against the fluid tank down there. Okay. Once you get the upper bolt out, then you take the lower bolt out. Now the dryer is going to give you more wiggle room with the air compressor, so it moves out of your way a little bit more. And also, when you go to put them bolts back in for that dryer, when you're all done, all you got to do is put the bottom one in. Don't worry about the top. If you want to put it in, go for it, but you don't need to. You just need 1 bolt to hold that thing steady. It's not going anywhere. It's not going to drop out because all these lines go all the way down to it and it holds it tight. It's not going anywhere anyway. It's just the bolts are just to hold it steady. Not a big deal. Do what you want. Okay, so now air compressor's hanging, dryer's hanging. Take out the 2 bolts on the alternator. Now the alternator is going to drop down. You want the pulley is going to come out first from down underneath. It's the only way to get it out. So it's tighter than shit, but you can get it out. Okay, once again, the pulley part, where the belt goes, that's going to come out first, out your wheel well, down underneath. Okay, so just get it in that position. It might take you 10-15 minutes, wiggle it around, move it back and forth, but it will come out. And it goes back in the same way. Once you get it in, dude, just put the bolts back in, put everything back together the same way you took it apart, and that's it. Okay, once you're all done, hook your battery back up, and it's really not that bad of a job. But you know, you don't have to jack down the motor, you don't have to lift the motor or drop the motor. And if you disconnect that dryer underneath down there, it's a long silver cylinder tube is what it is. It's got 2 bolts holding it against that fender well. It's about a foot long. It's a long silver cylinder that holds it. What it does is it dries your air conditioning system and takes the moisture out of the system, so it doesn't corrode your air conditioning system. But like I said, don't forget that, because that'll give you more wiggle worm on your compressor down there. Everything's going to move out of your way more if you unhook that. Takes 2 seconds, 5 seconds to get that out. And I think that's it, man. That's it. Just put everything together. You get the alternator back in. Oh yeah, the belt. Okay, so now you take the belt, take it all the way off, just unhook it all down there, get the damn thing out of the car. When you put this belt back on, you're going to drop it straight down. Just take the whole belt, drop it straight down. Get it around every pulley. What I do is I make a diagram of the pulleys so I know exactly how they're going. Otherwise, you can mess up. Do it on a piece of paper. Do it here. I actually got a piece of paper in my glove box that shows it, so I know exactly how that belt goes on. Otherwise, it can be, you got to go around 8 or 9 pulleys. So once you get on all the pulleys except the crank is on the bottom. So you drop it straight down, get that belt going down around all these pulleys except for the crank. Keep it off the crank. Everything here is all around where it's supposed to go. Leave it off the crank. Then you get down there. Once it's hanging down by the crank, you got a 16 millimeter, and here's a belt tensioner right here. So you put the 16 millimeter on the belt tensioner, and then the belt goes right on the crank. Then you're done. The belt's easy as long as you do it that way. Make a diagram of it while it's on the car so you know exactly what it goes around. That way when you go to put it back on, you're not guessing how the hell it goes. Okay, you got a picture of it. I do that. Otherwise, yeah, that can be, if you don't do that and you're trying to figure it out, then it's going to take you 5 hours. This will make it real quick, real fast. Like I say, I got a piece of paper in my car, and I do it here and I do it there. Just whatever. And that's it, man. Should take about maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and it's a $1,200 job if you take it to a mechanic. I bought an alternator with a brand new pulley on eBay for 90 bucks and did it myself. Like I say, 2-3 hours. Not a bad job at all. Peace out. Take care, guys.